So the baseball season finally is over. We didn't have any wintry mix. We didn't have any blizzards. We didn't have any sub 20 degree temperatures, making you feel like the games were being played in the Antarctica during the World Series. And it even finished before the calendar flipped to November. For me, hey, look, I told you many, many times, I love playing baseball. To me, it is the easiest sport to make money in because it allows you to get a rhythm. You know, teams playing 3 and 4 game series, playing 6 days a week. It allows you to get a real handle on certain teams, and it truly allows you to hop on the bandwagon when appropriate, when you can ride hot teams and hot pitchers. But it's a long sport. I mean, if I just think back, it seems like it was just March when I was tracking all the pitchers' performances in spring training, and here we are, the calendar will flip tomorrow to November. But again, you know, I turned a profit for the 12th time in the past 15 years. Now, listen, as you know, and as I explained on my website, you know, yes, yesterday I went 3-0, and part of that 3-0 sweep was a 15-dime winner with the Red Sox in Game 6. But that 15-dime play was really for the benefit of myself and any of you that got my 15-dime series play on the Cardinals plus $1.20 as I was looking to bail out, which I did, obviously, very successfully. And it was another profitable season as well. You know, I've told you in the past that if you were to take a pie, and 100% of that pie, those players here at the site, those customers, they all play football, NFL and college football. And then when you get to March Madness, let's say 75% of them are still playing. And when you get to the NBA playoffs, let's say 30 to 35% of them are still active. But when baseball rolls around, about 10%. The diehards like myself, the guys that realize that, yes, you're in it for the long haul, but you can certainly make money in baseball, that's what's left. So hopefully for all of you out there, like myself, it was a rewarding and profitable baseball season. FYI, just a little personal story here before I get to your free pick on the Bengals-Dolphins game here tonight. Fenway, still my favorite park. Now, I am not a big fan of all the new retro-style parks. Listen, I know PNC Park is beautiful, okay? Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, not a bad place. Camden Yards, really the one that started this whole thing with making these new gorgeous ballparks with some old-time charmy feelings in them. But I like the old places. I mean, I've been to Wrigley. You know, I mean, I like Wrigley. It's okay, but I like Fenway more. I mean, you know, some of the parks that aren't in existence anymore, the old Memorial Stadium in Baltimore, County Stadium in Milwaukee, just a small little old-time park, but it was a cool, cool place. I think of all the old stadiums, the only one that I haven't been at is Dodger Stadium. Sooner or later, I'll get my ass over there and catch a game. Worst one I think I ever was at was Cleveland's Stadium. Yeah, they called it a mistake by the lake for a reason, didn't they? But Fenway's still my favorite. And, you know, in the old days, when I was a reporter, it was real easy to get free tickets to any baseball game you wanted. You simply contacted the media or public relations department, tell them, hey, you know, here's my press credentials, whatever, but I'm just happen to come through town and I want to watch a game. Man, did I take advantage of that all the time. And generally, you got great tickets behind home plate, usually with the players' wives and friends. So you always have to be careful what you were saying because you never know whose girlfriend or wife was sitting next to you. Trust me. One night, I'm sitting at Memorial Stadium. I look next to me. I'm going, yeah, that's Nancy Lopez sitting right next to me because she was married to Ray Knight at the time of the Orioles. But, you know, you always had to be a little, less fanish and be a little responsible depending on where you were sitting. But my favorite story involves going up to Fenway. So I got in 2 tickets for a 3-game series against Cleveland Indians. Now, Joe Carter at the time was my favorite player, the Indians outfielder, okay? Mainly because he was the star of my rotisserie league baseball team. So I had the 2 tickets. My friend and I go up. We met 2 girls from Brandeis University. Well, we said, hey, do you want to go to the game, blah, blah, blah. So, and I was big on taking tickets and swapping them out. So I'm selling my tickets to a scalper and then trading them with somebody else for the whole series to take my 2 tickets behind home plate to take 2 tickets out in the outfield next to the foul pole because I thought, hey, Joe's out there. And I am right there in the first row all 3 games. So I got to talk to Joe as a fan. Reminded him that he was having a great season. Reminded him I needed him to hit a couple of homers this weekend, which he laughed about because I needed him for my rotisserie league team. But just a great, charming place. Now, as far as driving in Boston, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how you do it. Worst place in the world I've ever driven in my life. Worst place. Worse than going up and down 95 when you're heading in and out of Miami. Worse than any interstate here in Las Vegas, which is like, driving on the Grand Prix circuit in Monaco. Absolutely the worst driving ever, Boston. But I digress. Let's move on to what's going on here today. First of all, today, a couple of interesting coupons. I haven't done this for a while, and I thought today would be a perfect opportunity to do so because you've got the 4 college football games, a couple of NBA games, a big NFL contest as well. Buy one handicapper's play and get the plays of 2 other handicappers of equal or lesser value today for free. So, for example, let's say you wanted to get Brad Wilton, who has another big play today, 109 winner, number 9 out of 13, second biggest plays ever released from a guy who has made bettors, $10 bettors, a little over $13,000 since July. It's on the Pac-12 game between Arizona State and Washington State. You know his last 2 109 winners have come in the Pac-12. In fact, 2 Saturdays ago, it was Oregon State, an 11.5-point road favorite, winning by 32 points over California. And before that, it was Arizona State by 21 points in revenge against Southern Cal. Well, tonight, Arizona State, Washington State, 109 max winner, number 9 out of 13. And it's 2.5 times bigger than this 40-time winner on the Cincinnati Bearcats last night. So, for example, if you bought Brad Wilton's play, you can get the plays of 2 other handicappers of equal or lesser value for free. All you do is make your initial purchase. Then you send an email using the customer service link or the contact us link here at the site to customer service and let them know, hey, I just bought so-and-so. Please add the plays of so-and-so and so-and-so to my account. Give customer service about 10 minutes or so because they are going to be overwhelmed they hate when I do this type of offer, in fact. Generally, they get back to you within 5 minutes. Oh, they're going to have their hands full today. They will go ahead and add those other 2 handicappers of your choice to your account, and you will get their plays for free today. Another hot handicapper I want to talk about is Trace Adams. Sunday, you got his normal top-rated play, 1,000-star release. His NFC total of the year on Dallas and Detroit easily going over as the $5 play of the day. Then, 2 nights ago, he opened the NBA season with another 1,000-star play with the Miami Heat crushing the Chicago Bulls. Well, last night, you got his one and only double your wager 2,000-star baseball winner as he completed a 4-0 sweep in the World Series with the Red Sox. And you got that play for $9.95. Well, today he is the half-price play of the day. He has another 2,000-star double your wager release, just as strong as the Red Sox last night. It's on Troy State and UL Monroe. And again, that is the half-price play of the day. And the coupon code today for that is TRACE. TRACE is that coupon code. And of course, if you just want to make a single purchase today of anything here at the site, you can save $20 by using coupon code October20. October20. A couple other hot handicappers I should mention. Brett Atkins, 60-dime game of the year, part number 2. His biggest play of the college football season. South Florida and Houston hit part 1 last night with Cincinnati. Twice as strong as his 30-dime winner on the Lakers outright over the Clippers on Tuesday night. Craig Davis going for winning day number 10 out of 16, a 30-dime play on Rice in North Texas. He had a 30-dime play on the Lakers 2 nights ago as well. 40-dime winner on the Mavericks last night. 20-dime winner on the Red Sox for a 2-0 sweep last evening. And and Anthony Red going for winning day number 13 and a 19 $10 bettors, up a little over $4,700 the past 2.5 weeks with a 50-dime football trifecta. North Texas and Rice, UL Monroe and Troy State, Arizona State and Washington State. He has turned a profit with 7 of his last 9 football trifectas, making players that got them a little over 290 dimes in the process. And of course, he had a 40-dime winner on Cincinnati last night as well. Now, with all that being said, let's talk about this game tonight between Cincinnati and Miami. Listen, clearly it is a trap situation for the Bengals. A team that has not, just like a Seattle Seahawks team, has not performed well on the road this season. They're coming off a 49-3 or 49-9 home blowout of the Jets in their last game Sunday at home. But I think I was reading in the Cincinnati newspaper today, one of their beat writers pointed out that the last 2 times that the Bengals have scored and won by over 40 points, they've gone out and lost their next 2 games. And of course, this is a revenge situation because last year they were upset by the Dolphins, and prior to that win and blowout against the Jets, they had managed to beat the Lions in Detroit 27-24 and struggled to get by the Bills in Buffalo 27-24, game in which they blew a big double-digit lead. Let's go back early in the season. They lost their first 2 road games this year, 24-21 at Chicago and 17-6 at Cleveland, which I think was another Thursday night game perhaps. Meanwhile, the Dolphins here Where you have the Bengals coming in on a 4-game winning streak, you've got a Dolphins team that has lost 4 in a row. Blew a big 17-3 lead at New England at halftime on Saturday, losing that game 27-17. 4 straight loss for the Dolphins after a 2-0 start. Ryan Tannehill sacked 6 times by the Patriots in that contest. He has been sacked 32 times so far this year. In fact, he has been sacked at least 4 times in 6 of the last 7 games he has played. And the Bengals, of course, are coming off a 4-sack performance against the Jets last week. The other problem for Miami here of late is that they've got 10 turnovers in the 4-game losing streak. But the flip side here, and I got to play devil's advocate and be honest with you, you got a Bengals team that's a little bit on the road weary side, playing for the 3rd time in 4 weeks on the road, short week, short work preparation time, and a quick turnaround after playing at home and now heading to Miami. I think one of the keys here tonight for the Bengals, they've got to establish the running game. They have not run the ball effectively here the past couple of weeks, averaging only about 63 yards a game, but they've got to be able to establish the run tonight and not simply rely on Andy Dalton, who, he's thrown for, 300 yards or more in 3 straight games? Because this Miami rushing defense isn't that good. It's a Miami rush defense that's allowing almost 110 yards a game and is ranked 19th in the league so far at stopping the run. So I'll go with the Bengals here tonight, but I think I've certainly pointed out all the obstacles here and all the pitfalls that are potentially there for Cincinnati backers. But is it a trap line? It's a 3-point number. You know the Bengals are better than Miami. Is it a sucker play? It could be. That's why I'm not betting on it tonight. That's why my best bet is a college blowout play, a 15-dime release as strong as the Red Sox last night, which matches the highest rated play I've had this season. In fact, it's only the 3rd 15-dime play I've had the entire college football season, and it's just as strong as the 15-dimers in the NFL. That I'm 8-2-1 this year after scoring with the Saints over the Bills on Sunday. But for the free pick purpose, I will go once again with the Bengals minus the 3. And guys, this is one of those lines, if the line crosses 3, 4, 7, sometimes 10, you got to go ahead and buy the half point up or down, depending on whether you're on the favorite or the dog. And if this line is 3 or 3.5, or if you get screwed and you get a 4-point number, you got to buy down the half point. Again, I'm not betting it. It's just a free play, but I like Cincinnati here tonight. Good luck, guys, and I will catch you again on Friday.